ladies and gentlemen, we are back into Dragalia Lost. Last time, things got even crazier than they already were, which is a high bar to clear. And my webcam is a little bit over to the side too much, so let's go ahead and just deny that. Actually, let me actually get into position here. Yep. Now we're good. And things just got so crazy that we don't even have time to explain just how they got crazier. We're just going straight into it with the bearer of the pact. So, for all you VOD watchers out there, like, subscribe, comment, join the Discord, all that good stuff. Look at the description for more. Here we are with Nedrick. So, I believe this was, people waited for a month between the last episode and this one. You lucky people who are watching these VODs, somehow getting your Dragalia Lost through the VODs of this live stream, only had to wait 2 days. Hey, welcome to the chat, Matthew. Planet Namek started to explode as the moon slammed. Exactly. I'm starting to design myself into a corner with that moon. Eventually the moon is going to start overlapping the characters. I have no idea what I'm going to do then. But until that point, Nedrick has no idea where he is. Where am I? Well, wherever he is, he's with Agito. Use the power I have given you, and I will use you all. Rebel against this world. Shake it free of its reverie. You shall be called Agito. Okay, so this is probably when he was first brought back into the world. Maybe? Oh, well, we'll just keep on going and see what's happening here. Welcome to chat, Max Power. This is another world. Something akin to my past, and yet not. It seems I've successfully opened a channel with the Dawn Shard, but this is only the beginning. Now I will leap into the past. I have to change and alter it. Really? How can he alter the past? Or unless... Okay. He is going back. He is going way back. This right here. This is the moment I must change. Right back to the moment of his own birth, I see. That is me when I was on the cusp of succumbing to Wormscale. It is time to give that version of me the power which I now possess. I will then link this world to the one where my body still resides. I learned the means to do so during my journey with Jin, and with this ability, I can alter causality. Thank you for thinking about that. Thank you for thinking about that in your inner monologue, for the sake of us, the viewers. I mean, he's looking directly at us, so he's just like, I learned this with my journey with Jin. It's something that'll come in handy later. Then Bahamut and I can forge a new pact. A proper pact. What happened? Nedrick collapsed the moment he touched the Dawn Shard. He has escaped to another world. He will alter the past and correct it before returning to this world once more. What are you saying? I mean, it's kind of that way where it's like, so is the past happening in tandem with the present? Because if Nedrick already altered the past, shouldn't we already be feeling it? As they say in Bob and George, I hate time travel. The past cannot be altered. It's impossible. The closest thing one might be able to do is use the Dawn Shard to reach a world that is in the same state as that of our past. But his actions there would mean nothing in this world. Oh boy, Nedrick already ruined it for us, the players. Dramatic irony incoming. And while actions in that world might produce new possibilities that branch off into manifold paths, that is all. He can do no more. If it were to become possible to rewrite the past, it would change the very nature of our world's existence. And yet, that is exactly what he will do. I know this because he gained the means to do so while on his journey with me. All this time, he's carried on with the resolve to change the way of our world. This resolve is absolute, unlike the lot of you who totter about from one ideal to the next with the winds. I'm going to follow Nedrick to this other world and stop him. Are you sure? There's no telling what you might lose in the process. I am certain. Just when we thought that Zethia was going to be with us for more than one cutscene, am I right? Dawn Shard allows one to change the past without breaking the chain of causality, avoiding a paradox. But it looks like whatever he found out with Jin allows him to bypass that. Oh, what is he saying? Then I'll support you with all my power. Stop Nedrick, Zethia, please. Right! Whenever someone says right, I always have to say it like I'm a Power Ranger. Right! Anyone remember that episode of the Animaniacs where they spoofed the Power Rangers? That was like the best thing I had ever seen in my entire life up until that point. What did you mean when you said Zethia could lose something? Whatever it is, it's a dangerous idea. I can't let you do it. As expected of, bigger brother. Do not look to stop me, brother. Instead, bear witness to my resolve, shiny in chrome. Zethia. All this time, he's been working hard to save her, but now it's her turn. And what do you think you will do? I am an Auspex. With my mana, I should be able to make my way to the world that Nedrick is attempting to change. Once there, I will stop him. This is why I never got a unit until this far into the game. Because if they're gonna make a 5-star of me now, I'm gonna be overpowered. You assume I will permit you to pass? That sounds like our cue. Time to stop this fairy, Yuden. But... Look, I get that you're worried, but Zethia isn't some bauble for you to keep safe. She can make choices for herself and move forward of her own volition. Literally, the goddess Ilia commands you. You're her brother. Would you really stand in the way of her doing so? Rather than hold her back, you should support whatever choice she makes. Am I her brother, though? I mean, I just found out we're not related by blood, so what does that even make us? Blood's got nothing to do with it. Parent and child, brother and sister, whatever the relationship, all that matters is that your hearts are one. The blood of the Covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. Whoever tells you the truncated version is appropriating it to spew out falsehoods. This chapter and segment came out a year ago. A year and some change. Got a certain Gala Adventurer and Dragon that month. Interesting. Let's keep it going. The strength of a bond is something you should know very, very well, right? You're right. We have to help her. Yes! I'm pretty good at this goddess stuff. Ha! I wish I had a 3D model so I could fight you properly. Now, Zethia, run! Make contact with the Dawn Shard and escape to the past. Jin Lord is just like, what are you gonna do? And Ilya's just like, gun. I got it! Later! Wait! Oh boy. One thing after another. She's gonna summon a 5-star! And there she goes. Nedrick faced down attacks without hesitation and made it for the Dawn Shard. He does not fear death in the slightest when it comes to fulfilling his ideals. I am impressed. And now that he has whisked himself to the past, the only one who can prevent his pact is Zethia. If she manages to do so, that'd be excellent news for me. But who knows how that will go. What should I do, fairies? Pour in even more black mana and crush them all? No. We'll buy time until he arrives. Until who arrives? Intrigue! The alteration is complete, and this world and mine are now connected. If I return to my original world now, I will have my complete pact with Bahamut. Surprise! That will not come to pass, Nedrick. You just got here. How did you even know what I was saying? I assumed you were monologuing to yourself. Fair point. Zethia, how are you here? Ah, I see. You used the Dawn Shard to become a spirit mana projection and pursued me to this place. Sadly, you are too late. I have already completed my pact with Bahamut. No, there is still a means open to me. With this blade entrusted to me by Ilium, I will claim the pact made between you and Bahamut. Little piece of my dinner came up. That's a Mountain Mike's for dinner. Half and half pizza. At a barbecue Hawaiian. Half barbecue Hawaiian. Half snowy Alps with anchovies on it. My brother loves anchovies. That does make sense that Ilium, being adopted, is an expert on blood relationships not being the be-all end-all. You? I've got wider eyes than normal, therefore I must be shocked. Dragon blood flows through my veins. There should be no reason I cannot. Do you truly think you can steal a pact and emerge unscathed? To say nothing of the fact that we speak of no ordinary dragon. Bahamut is a creature of immense and terrible power. To twist a pact that has already been made goes against the very nature of things, and could well cost you your life. For the sake of a future teeming with possibility, I will stop you at any cost. Ha! Zethia and Nedrick are technically twins. You are correct. She has crossed over to another world. All we can do now is engage in some gameplay! Zethia's fighting in her world, so we'll defend her to the death in this one. Please come back, Zethia. Gameplay! And she's like, alright, there's been too much story. Bring in the fiends. Treetop Showdown. Why wouldn't you call it a treetop tussle? Or a treetop trouble? You need the stage namers from Donkey Kong Country in here. They'll tell you how to name a stage. Look at me, boy! Oh yeah, we're still banging to this music.
Hearken to me.
Hearken to me.
A fine idea.
Right? I have to hold my charge. Those almost look like Jupiter, but they aren't. Because they weren't called Jupiter. They were called trees. That was a wild camera angle. Hey. You smacked me for 0 damage. Good job. No. Say it. I forgot my NPCs could just auto this for me. I just keep on moving forward. Hilarious.
The dragon calls.
Huck! I like how when people are in the past, they're either given an English accent or they speak in Macbeth. Which, technically, one involves the other. What's over this way? More dragon stuffs. Dragon stuffs! Gotta have my dragon stuffs. Let's roll! Onto the boss room! Welcome to the chat AQ. Let's go! One hit, one smack. All Marisha needs to do is boop.
Is this what it feels like to be alive?
This music is from the Initio event? The Silver Northern Forest event. I actually have no idea what that means. So, I'll have to look it up. Alright, what's in here? More stones. Amplifying gemstone! Gemstone was real! Wow, really? That was it? Just one story and one gameplay. We're hauling through this. The wet camp. The fruiting canopy. Interesting. Let's see. Fall of the Holy Worm. Gee, I wonder what happens in this one. The Holy Worm steps on a Lego and has a little tumble. You're the only one who could have stopped the Nedric's plans, Zethia. Me? Ore? Yes. Which is why I entrust this blade to you. Besides, I'm a mana caster user, I can't use this. Is it special, somehow? Just a little something I brought with me from another world, and a thing that will resonate with the power of Bahamut. With the dragon's blood, this blade, and your powers as an Auspex, you'll be able to steal Nedric's pact. Such a thing is possible? For you, yes, but it's not an endeavor without risk. Unfortunately, you're likely to lose something in the process. Perhaps even your life. This is serious, that's why my sprite is smiling. Oh, never mind. So I won't force you to do this. Run or fight. The choice is yours. But whatever you decide, I promise to respect your decision unconditionally. My decision? Something terrible will happen if I don't stop Nedric, here and now. I will stop him and save the world, no matter the cost. This is what I choose. Ha! Is she gonna undergo a sprite change? What is that blade? It's a blade with a microphone in it. No! Why is Bahamut going wild? He's my pact worm. Rawr! Up! Nedric on the ropes for the first time ever. Guessing that event you talked about before wasn't too popular. I'll have to look that up later. Your power is too great, Bahamut. If nothing is done, Nedric's body will be rent asunder by it. Do you not desire a body with which you might intervene in the world? If that is so, then give me your power and your pact. I will pay any price you ask for this mighty of gifts. Ah, jeez. Zethia and Yuden are two peas in a pod when it comes to just grabbing people up and saying, "Take me over instead! No me! No me!" No, Bahamut! Don't listen to her! Now, Bahamut, let a pact be forged between us! That's dragon speak for later! Yep, that sounds about right. Bahamut's not exactly a 3-star dragon. Nedrick, you're awake. Were you able to forge the pact? Yeah. How's that L taste, Nedrick? I'll have to call you Neldrick, because Zethia gave you that L. Nedrick? Zethia, what happened to her? What's going on? Wait, Zethia's body disappeared? Okay, that's not something I was expecting. So this is the sort of time travel where everything that happens is exactly as it was, and any alteration to the past happens in tandem with the present and the Alright, time travel. Did something happen to her in the other world? Where is she? I think we're about ready, fairies. Indeed. With Nedrick returned, now is the opportune moment. Then let us begin. Oh yeah, he's been here. Yo, Void Elysium. Not so holy worm are you now, he's more like the Grey Worm. The Black Mana is taking over the Holy Worm. Elysium. The Holy Worm is really strong, so it took a while. Now, Elysium, smash the harmony and order you love so much. Do it for me and my brother. Ah! Well, we wump to the ground. Such a powerful attack. Yes, but we still have to stop him. That attack didn't raise any red flags for you? This is the Holy Worm we're talking about. A Holy Worm has been driven berserk by Black Mana. We had a hard time stopping him even when he wasn't jacked up on this stuff. So what exactly are you planning to do? I'm going to hit him. And if that doesn't work, I will hit him harder. Fallen Elysium is not as good as Fallen Edelgard. Hey, having pulled like 2 or 3 Fallen Edelgards in my day back before I quit the game, I can agree with that assessment. I don't even know how good Fallen Elysium is. Fallen Edelgard was really something in the Aether raids. Ha! Ha! Yo! The glow up! Holy moly, also the lyrical music. Is that Zethia? Yes, I have returned. And I have hair over one of my eyes. That is how much more powerful I have grown. Woo! So that's the Zethia that I stumbled upon a few streams ago. I mean, so I was just like, oh, I'm gonna forget I saw that. but it's a good thing because With context, it's all the better. Haha, yeah, exactly, AQ. Yep, that's exactly it. I'm surprised you even remembered that. And I shall use the power of Bahamut to take up arms alongside you. Delightful. Perfectly, utterly delightful. You actually managed to seal away half of Nedric's pact. I will not permit you to continue to sow chaos and pain in your wake, my brothers. In that case, I think a demonstration of your newfound power will be in order. Perhaps you would do the honors, Baron? Right. Nah. You are Drago, but I am waifu. Fight with me, Yuden. Of course. Everyone, to Zethia! We have to stop Elysium's rampage! I have a feeling that the soundtrack is going to be some really hard banger that I will have to mute, but at this point, every single stream that I've done for Dragalia Lost has been copyright claimed, and I'm not monetizing them, so it is what it is. Both Zethia and Nedric have imperfect pacts with Bahamut now. Interesting. Are they like two halves of a whole? Let me see. You can't select a helper on this quest? Really? But that does give me a one more skill I can use. That's what you told me. So anyways. It is Laranoa time. No better time for Laranoa to step up. Let's roll! Let's go, Elysium. I'm gonna put you out of your misery. And then I'm gonna throw you into the gotcha to enslave you later. Let's go!
Let's go. Follow your leader.
Follow your leader. It's Laranoan time. Oh boy. The AoEs are moving. Alright, you're almost in overdrive. There you go. And now it's time to spam force attacks. Your black wings are almost down. Ah, broken. Just like me. Larano is broken. Alright, it's time for that One-chan beam. Finish him off! Await Elysium! Chop! Taken down? In your prime? Unfortunate. You hate to see it happen. They will need another century. Nice, Aiko. Fortifying Dragon Scale. Amplifying Dragon Scale. Oh yeah, for augments. Oh, hey. Welcome to the chat, pro. The VOD's always gonna be here. Alright, father and child. Is this where we're going to finally get the reveal that Audric is in fact Yuden's future son? I cracked the code. Behind you, Ilya! Yikes! Say, Zethia, can you see? Ever since we returned, you've been perceiving enemies' attacks far too quickly to be using your eyes. You see the truth of me, Ilya. I believe this to be an effect of the pact. Alright, so you said that she was blind. So, she got shielded. I don't know if my body can keep up with Bahamut's power, or if it's merely a price I had to pay to make it manifest. But if my sight is the cost, I will consider it a light price indeed. I mean, you lost your eyesight, but you got buffed in other areas, am I right? She can fight. She can use her mana to defend herself. That's what I'm talking about. In truth, I see better this way than ever I did with my eyes. My senses are being owned like the edges of the edges of a butcher's razor. It's almost frightening. You have any regrets? This power is great enough that I fear it may slip away from my grasp at any time. But regrets? No. Right now, I just want to stay focused on what is to come. Then we can start by taking down the chump in front of us. Come, everyone! We are close now. Gala Zethia has 100% blindness res. Well, yeah. If they blind you by hitting your eyes and you don't use your eyes to see, then you can't be blinded. I mean, blindness is the absence of senses. Yes! We managed to stop his movements. Excuse me? Zethia, you've changed. Zethia was wielding a portion of Bahamut's power, and her body was probably at its limit. Yes, but if my physical strength recovers, I should be able to borrow that power again. And my sight has returned as well. That's a relief. Come on! I just wanted Yuden to hug his sister one time before the next big thing happens. Yeah, Chell has it right. Oh, come on! Now what? I think the black mana is causing the sacred tree to collapse. We have to climb down. Now! It took you like 2 months to get up the first time. Gala Pirate Zethia. There you go. I guess in the world of Dragalia Lost, being a pirate just makes you overpowered. Huh! Zethia! Okay, I was about to say, if only a portion of the tree fell that separated Yuden from Zethia, that would have been some bull hockey. Brother, I wonder if I might take my leave and visit the Empty Prince. Of course. What are you planning? I want to ask him something. I want to know his mind when he's faced with the truth. We gotta help everyone who fell! Come on, do something already! Calm yourself, Not. We will make our way back down, carefully, and reunite with them on one of the lower levels. That is all we can do at the moment. Yeah, okay, I get it. Then make haste. You think I will simply allow you to go? How did I know this would happen? I will deal with him. And I'll help. I have a feeling I know how Audric here fights better than anyone. Huh? How do you know that? It doesn't look like there's time to discuss it. Are you sure? I am prepared. Be safe, Shell. And you, Valix. Not quite a tear-jerking farewell, but that makes it pretty obvious. Oh! I knew it! You are... Go already, and take Sheila with you. Sheila gives ellipses urgently. Right, let's go, Sheila. Later! Shinlorda, Nedrick, will you not withdraw? This man is impediment to my pact with Bahamut, and must be put down. In that case, I am happy to do battle with you, sir. Ha! A fine strike, father. Fairies just did not get the memo, or he decided that he didn't even care about it. But apologies. You go by Audric now, yes? You're not fairies. You let Zethia go to the other world, and you know that I am Aurelius, despite my having cut tie to the world. There can be only one explanation for this. You are the progenitor! But you always were clever. What have you done to my son? Your son? You mean the life that once occupied this body. He is dead. The worm scale took him. Oh, damn. That explains why he was actually kind of chill early on. Damn. F's in the chat for fairies proper. He ever feared death. So much fear, he spent his every moment gripped by it. But then he found in the progenitor a means to cheat the Reaper of his due. I must say, I never expected a child of humanity to break the seal. When he died, I received his body. Though he is dead, his flesh lives on. I believe this would satisfy your son. I had a feeling. I had a feeling that this was going to boil down to progenitor versus the other one. I quite like it, actually. This body, I mean. The worm scale has made it hardier than your normal human flesh sex. You! How tactless of you to interrupt a precious reunion between father and son. This nonsense means nothing to me. You die here, progenitor. Wait a minute. You're God? I'm gonna kill you. You made the iPhone? I'm going to kill you. And what can you do with only half of Bahamut's power available? Origin, that's right. You too are incomplete. Or, you too are incomplete, because the conditions for your revival have not yet been met. Prudence dictates that I end you before that time comes. The world is full of clever children today, it seems. As a reward, I will play with you. Oh, this is no game. Boy, this final arc is just stacked. It's like the Cell Saga of Dragalia Lost. Sacred tree, upper strata, above the clouds. I hope Zethia and Yuden and Gatov and everybody are okay. We have no choice but to believe in them and continue on. Come. Yeah, okay. Valix, that man familiar. I know. He was our father, but why did he appear as he did? I do not know the whole of his tale, but whoever he is, our father is dead. That is reality. as well as the fact that our father's teachings live on in our hearts. Thank you, Alex. That actually helps. Let's move on. Not to alter the past, but to change the future! Shell's voice is cracking. Cygames Origin versus Nintendo Progenitor. Indeed. Alright. One more node in Chapter 21, and then we move on. Through the Fallen Bows. Before the fall. Alright, so we're in the Fallen Bows, but we're gonna go before the fall. So these are like pre-Fallen Bows that we're gonna see right now. Nope, not that one. I don't want that! I want to use the Nefaria team for 10 years at least. We all know how this is going to end, with the Progenitor dropping the moon on Origin. Come on, phone, keep up. You can do it, phone-san. I'm just gonna hit everybody with one single barrage of focus attack, and let my friends take care of the rest. Nice. Weave! Weave through the flower platforms. Come on, NPCs, I'm trusting in you. Okay, fine. I forgot that if you move away for a while, then you can do nothing, but the NPCs can't do anything but follow you. Yeah, if you move in one direction for long enough, then the NPCs, they don't actually continue fighting by themselves. They just follow you no matter what. Probably as some kind of a tethering mechanism. Ha! No. Worm scale as a requirement for connecting with one of the two gods? Maybe. Marston! Man, I always want to give him like 2 or 3 whacks before I hit him with my special. But the 2 or 3 whacks is all it takes. Thank you, Nefaria. You truly will be eternal. There we go! Now we're moving into the Fallen Tree, and hold on a second. We gotta go with the Gala Zethium. Aspects of Genesis. Oh, I get it, because she had a pact with the Worm of Genesis. You got no worm prints! Zethia now holds the power of Bahamut, the Worm of Genesis. As her pact is only half complete, she cannot use his abilities. However, even that portion of his power is enormous, as is the price she pays for using it. Amazing. I love your lashes. Who does your lashes, Mr. Tree? You're looking fabulous. Why is everybody so beautiful in Dragalia Lost? Now there's the hefty runic treant. And marched in, putting enemies away with only a handful of slices, as usual.
Is this what it feels like to be alive?
Let's go! The approaching battle. Oh, we've got an approaching battle, you say? Alrighty then. Tell us more about this approaching battle, Uden. Sacred Tree, Lower Strata, Fallen Bow. Are you two alright? I'm okay. You good, Zethia? That was quite the fall, but yes, I'm still here. We need to hurry and find everyone else. I assume they're all making their way down the tree now. And we should do the same now that the quaking has subsided. If you're free, you can play with me. Ah! It is child! It is the sassy lost child! Baron! Don't worry, I'm just here to chat. Hey! Baron is joined in the chat. Welcome to the chat, Baron. It seems you're a hollow little prince after all, Uden. Your existence, your ideals, everything about you turned out to be so much lovely window dressing. Surely you have realized how insignificant you are by now. How does it feel? You're right. I might not be a prince. I might not even be human. I could just be an empty, insignificant existence. But I also learned that I have friends who won't abandon me, even if those things turn out to be true. I have an entire world to protect, and that's why I... You bore me, Hollow Man. What, you expected me to just fall on my hands and knees and go, ah! Get wrecked, child. What could anyone possibly need with an empty husk like you? You should be wallowing in rejection, in despair. Oh, is this about your is that about the baggage that you haven't resolved, Baron? Projecting much? See a psychiatrist. Seriously, you're just an empty sham, and this world has no place for you. So, why then? Why do you have something that I don't? Baron, listen. You're a hopeless little brother. If that's how it is, I'll just have to teach you what despair feels like myself. Creepy. Uh-oh. If we were to fight him as a boss, I'd say we're just fine. But as long as we're still in a cutscene, that's kind of a... Take a tree! Canopy! Hey, that rhymes. Ha! Ha! I stand little chance going 4-on-1, so I'll have to start with the bit players. Who are the bit players? Oh. Damn! Doing Jin Lord a dirty like that. What? Jin! You protected him with your own body. He must be a special friend indeed. He is, which is why we swore to see the new world together. And here I thought simpering over ideals was part of the Uden special. Uh-oh. Is Nedrick a Jin Lord a simp? I can dig it. Don't lump me in with this milquetoast for fraternizing. They can't even settle on a purpose or ideals without having to cozy up to each other first. Makes me ill. And the two of you are different? Of course, we know what roles you must fulfill to reach the ideals we share. So, you remain independent while still supporting one another. That sounds like a fine relationship indeed. But from my perspective, there is scant difference between you and Yuden. You band together because you cannot accomplish your goals on your own. This only proves your weakness. How dare you! I am reluctant for us to say our goodbyes, but I fear this will be all for today. When next we meet, I will take that beautiful friendship of yours and shatter it into oblivion. Until then, farewell. Later! Wait! Progenitor! He's just like, alright, I'm just gonna go from one of our set pieces to another. Leap! Preparations appear to be ready, Baron. Let us be off. That was fast. Guess that guy knows what he's doing after all. Indeed, Satan's revival is at hand. Ooh, Satan! Mr. Satan! I'm coming to get you, Yuden! Got a my kick! Later, Empty Prince. When we next meet, I'll teach you more despair than you can imagine. I was not sure how this would play out, but they truly appear to be retreating. I'm more concerned about whoever this Satan issue is. Whatever this Satan issue is. Yeah, I've got a bad feeling about this. You all don't know what's coming your way! Thanks to their Highness Baron and Fairies, I was quite easily able to get what I required. Alright, Harl, what are you up to? A sacred shard containing Metatron's mana. All of a sudden, now we have Metatron. Did we hear about Metatron before? I don't recall that name. Is a key required for the rite that will see Satan revived. The world will be dragged kicking and screaming into chaos's grim abyss. The time has come to set the stage to the holy city of Grams. If you're trying to revive Satan, that can't be a good thing. Metatron is the sister of Santa Fallen. I see. Oh, yay! We found you! And all in one piece, which is what matters most. The One Piece is real! I'm happy to see you all as well. But where's Gatov? He stayed up top so we could escape. Alone? No, he wasn't alone. He was with... wait. Everyone's here, right? What the hey? I know he wasn't alone. But who was with him? Okay. You weren't able to remember Audric all of a sudden. We're all safe, and that's what matters. But it would seem we are not alone. Alas! It appears we'll have time to bask. It does not appear we'll have time to bask in a happy reunion. Oh, naughty. Nedrick! I won't allow you to get in my way again, Yuden. I know where you come from and what you're trying to do, Nedrick, but I don't believe you're going about things the right way. And if you're allowed to continue, countless people will suffer. I can't let that happen. Even if it costs my life, I will stop you. Hollow words from a hollow man. Fine then. Do it if you can. Come at me, bro! Or alternate me. This is finally it. The dual Seventh Scions are putting everything on the line for their ideals. Which of their beliefs will become the foundation of justice in this world? Which one will determine our future? Next time on Dragon Ball Z. Da da ba 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 da ba da ba da ba ba ba. Oh wow, that literally. Oh my god! You literally had that happen, and they were just like, "All right, wait a month, players." Damn. Y'all are talking fast. What are you even talking about over there? The leader of the Syndicate. The Syndicate? Are you talking about Agito, or is there another Syndicate? Then again, we have 5 whole other chapters to do, so there's probably a Syndicate that I'm not aware of. Anyways, let's do this. It's confrontation. It actually felt like we were gonna go straight into a boss fight. Well, if you guys don't, if I don't know what the Syndicate is, then you know, I can just keep on looking this way. Sacred tree, upper strata, above the clouds. So really, we're not even gonna have a boss fight. It's just gonna be another shouting match right now. It's a side story with 2 events and a couple characters. It never got resolved. Oh, that's a shame. Nedrick! I won't... Oh. Are we gonna literally go through the same scene from before? Dragalia Lost, Chapter 22, Twice Sworn! If the creator of this world, the progenitor, is brought back, all possibility will vanish. Nedrick wanted to save the world from this fate, so he sought the power from Bahamut. Oh, we've got a design for Bahamut. Yeah, that looks like a Bahamut to me. I share his dream, but his methods will cost far too many innocent lives. Whatever it takes, I can't let that happen. Ha! We're really gonna cutscene this fight, huh? I'd hoped to wrap this up in a single blow, but good on you for surviving. That said... Give him the works! That's how you know Nedrick beats somebody up, when he gives him the works. He's so powerful! I don't understand, Nedrick. Why? Why what, Prince? You have strength to spare, along with wisdom, a strong will, and a dream. Jin Lorda said you were born powerless, that you know the sting of such pain. So why are you trying to do something that will hurt countless innocents? I don't mean to hurt them, I mean to kill them. Keep up. I told you once that pretty words and deeds save nothing. So long as you have no way to fight back against the progenitor, anything you say is merely wasted air. And if your thinking is truly so small, you won't even be able to stop me. Ha! Ah! I'm coming, Your Highness. Throw as many bodies at me as you wish. The result will remain the same. Gah! Spawn camper. You're the worst kind. His pact with Bahamut has increased his power exponentially. I don't have a single clue on how to stand against him. I can't defeat you, but she can! Oh no! We've got, you got a spam bot. Be gone! I'm starting to see some recognizable names in the chat. You're not slipping away into other topics, huh? Oh no, wait. You're referring to the spam bot. I see. Never mind. Never mind. That's hilarious. The spam bots are getting political. All the more reason why they need to go. Yet Nedrick was not the only one to swear a pact, so I shall stop him with my ability. I beseech you now, Bahamut, lend me your power. Bahamut's just like, okay, so who wins, my left hand or my right hand? We'll see. Wait, Bahamut's just here now? No! Strike hard! Ha! Fools! Did you think you had a chance? You'll never be able to best me with a mere fragment of Bahamut's power. I pity you, Zethia. Despite forcibly making a pact, you cannot even shapeshift. Producing a duplicate with mana is the best you can hope to do. Fragment or no, pity or no, I shall give all that I am to defeating you, Nedrick. Then witness the true power of Bahamut. O Worm of Genesis, I call now upon the power of the Pact. Oh no. Is he transforming? And then Nedrick was Bahamut. Ugh. Now taste his power for yourself! I'm gonna cough up the most lethal hairball you've ever seen. No! Bahamut! We need you! Man, talk about an internal conflict. Ah! Oof. Hey. Well, that was a riveting fight. If only I could have some of that gameplay in my gameplay. Bahamut. Do you see the truth of it now, Zethia? Bahamut is too much for you alone. Now relinquish the pact to me. That is the only way to oppose the progenitor. I could never stand by and watch knowing that you intend to hurt so many. Then your plan is to simply sit on your hands and sadly rue the downfall of all possibility at the hands of the progenitor? How can you not see your stupidity? You're the one who doesn't see the stupidity of your actions, Nedrick! You say our desire to fight the progenitor without harming people is nothing but pretty words, and maybe that's true. But those pretty words are possibility. The ultimate possibility is the ability to say, I wish this is how things were. You're trying so hard to protect possibility from the progenitor, yet you turn around and deny it in the same breath. I'm getting worked up on Yun's behalf here. It's madness! Don't you see that? Clever words from a hollow man. Fine then. Show me such possibility by saving that of the worlds. Possibility isn't fair. People with power swim in choices, while those with none lack even the most basic rights. Breach. If you have possibility greater than mine, best me, here and now. If you cannot, then all of your words are nothing but a dream, and the Hollow Man will die a hollow death. We can't take another hit from him. I'd love to say I have some clever plan up my sleeves, but this time... It's over. I will finish it and... Uh-oh. You about to get Leonidas? When... Guys, look! He's hurting for certain. Nice rhyme, not. No. Not now. Not now! What is happening, Nedrick? Though I am loath to say it, I must depart. We have a whole chapter to get through, and if we were to have our final encounter, then we just don't have anything else to talk about. I don't understand what's happening, but I have no intention of abandoning you. Later! Okay, what the heck was that? There appears to be something very wrong with his body. Yeah, it's his stupid face. I know that sensation. It appears the pact with Bahamut had an ill effect on Nedrick's body as well. And this is our chance! If we miss this opportunity, we may not be able to defeat him again! I hear what you're saying, but... But it isn't fair! Of course it isn't! But fairness and honor mean nothing in the face of the fate of the world! No, I know. You're right. Come on, everyone! We're going after him. Right! Everybody really likes the story of this game, huh? I do too. It's basically most of what I do on a stream. This is basically a reading stream more than it is a gameplay stream, given the nature of this. All right. In. Can't wait until I probably need to max out all of my teams and not just 3 I have now.
Let's go, everyone. I'll show you the way. Understood. Commencing off.
Oh no! I can't run and charge my focus attack anymore. Larano was just too overpowered. Ha! He even does the ha. I can feel the bond with my dragon. Aw, yeah, baby. What's over this way? Dragon stuff? Nope. Just nothing stuffs. Oh. I am full of pizza. And that makes me tired. Nope, can't go to the boss yet. We need to pick up dragon stuffs. Oh, or a treasure.
What will you use this for?
That's Midgard Simmer's voice. Nice. I see. You like my theory crafting, huh? It's fun. That's just what this game does to you. It makes you want to craft theories.
Ambitions are yet realized.
Game theories. Thanks for watching. Gala not. And now we are above the clouds. I'm guessing we're really merely above the clouds now. Well, I'm glad everyone chose me for their Dragalia Lost final hoorah purposes. Let's keep it going. Let's hoorah some more.
My bonds will guide us.
My bonds will guide us,
Step forward now.
and my investments will pave the way for our future. How many times will I make that joke? Yes. I keep on thinking that I'll be able to run in charge. Laranoa has spoiled me.
The power of my bonds.
Let's keep it moving. Yes! Hit him with the Master Sword Beam. Getting kills in style. A menace has appeared.
Bond with my dragon.
Your name's not Dennis. Your name is Sea Goblin. It's a little gobbo, so it is. Almost to the bus. And then we'll smack around that squirrel, or gobbo, or whoever stands in our way. Because I have the power of friendship, yeah! I was wrong. It was a tree the entire time. Begartsamer. Slap his tummy. Tummy slapped.
That's the power of bonds.
Onward to greater adventures. You got the awakened dragon. Woo! 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 Sacred Tree, Upper Strata, Bow of Chaos. Ugh. Damn reckless fool that I am. I released too much power. Nedrick. Jin. What happened? Are you alright? It's Bahamut. He's trying to take my body. He's what? He never saw me as anything more than a pawn for his own resurrection. He sought my body to replace his own, and so became manifest once more. And this all happened because of you reformed your pact. Yes, when he first formed a pact with me in my infancy, he tried to steal my body, but the pact failed, and his plan fell apart. Yet because that failure has now been overwritten by the Dawn Shard, Bahamut's scheme ended up being successful, and now he's raging inside me in an attempt to seize control. It almost beggars belief. Do not concern yourself over much. I knew from the start that reforming the pact would result in this. You knew there was a possibility Bahamut might claim you? I would have preferred you tell me about such possibilities, Nedrick. So long as I prevent it, it is not a problem. If I had told you, It would have done nothing but cause undue worry. That's about the sort of judgment I've come to expect from you. Don't worry, I have a plan. Right now, Bahamut's disembodied mind is using the pack to lie dormant inside me. There are techniques within fairy sorcery that allow one to separate the spirit from the flesh and slip into another's mind. Yes, if used properly, such magic can be used to manipulate another's body as one sees fit, but... Wait, no! You can't! Oh, but I can. I will use that sorcery on myself to slip inside my own mind and defeat Bahamut's spirit before he can claim me. If I can manage that, I would have complete control over Bahamut's power. No wonder you showed such an interest in that technique. What are we talking about? Discord here? Oh, the Discord link doesn't work for you. Well then, let me go ahead and refresh that. Let me see here. Rules. Invitation. Let's see. Send a server link to a friend. Your invite link expires in 7 days. Edit the invite link. Oh, okay. Never. Generate a new link. That's unfortunate. Shoot. This entire time, I thought I had an evergreen Discord. Who knows how many people tried to join it and were turned away because it was rejected. Alright, I changed the description, but there's the Discord link over there. Yeah, at this point I might as well create a server there. Let me see here. Channel name, new channel. Dragalia Lost. And this one has all of the permissions. Yes. Looks like it. There you go. Alright, everyone hop on in and get going into the Dragalia Lost channel. I did not think that this would be an enduring game, but hey, while we've got it for another month, let's go. Join on in. Or was it supposed to be... Did I send you to the proper channel? Let me just see here. Well, we'll see what happens when you guys come on in. We'll see what happens when people start joining in. Yeah, tell me tell me if you're able to get in. And if you're not, what's going on there? Anyways, everyone, have fun in the Discord. Everybody, if you have, I just posted the link to the Discord in the chat for anybody who's lurking, and also moving forward. Oh man, I'm gonna have to change so many links in all of the previous VODs, but it is what it is. Anyways, that is that. You're in. You're in. Awesome. Anyways, let's actually continue on with this game that we're bonding together over. The timing's gone awry from my original plan, but this is the moment I've been waiting for. The moment when Bahamut would be trying to manifest inside me. I expected something shrewd from you, but I foresee an issue with this plan. Which is the issue of whether or not you can actually defeat Bahamut. I know how strong you are, but this is the Worm of Genesis you intend to fight, and I will not merely send you off with a pat on the head and a nod for good luck. We all know that you gotta kiss the homies goodnight. Then what would you have me do? You don't have to change your method. But consider this, you're not the only one who can wield such sorcery. Ugh! I will join you in the world of your mind and defeat Bahamut at your side. Jin, What say you? It is a good proposal, no? I'm sorry, old friend, but I refuse. But why? This is my problem, and there won't be any meaning in making Bahamut's power my own if I don't do it by my own strength. For the technique to succeed, it doesn't matter who defeats Bahamut. We were to see the new world together. Surely you remember this? One does not influence the other. I must make him submit by my own means. Oh, my friend. So you choose to fight alone in the end. I do, but I have another task I would ask of you in the meantime. While I use this sorcery, my body will be defenseless. I need someone to make sure no one interferes, and there is no one I trust more than you. Ah, yes, I see what you mean. That is indeed a problem that requires a solution. Guys, look! I think I found him! Quite interesting that we didn't actually get to see Yuden and the others, as if Nedrick were the protagonist. Udar! Hiding in the greenery, are you? B-O-N-D-I-N-G. Let me see if I better to sit upright like this. No, I'm still within camera. This is the end, everyone. Akasha, stop being sus. Yeah, sassy. You're a sassy. You're a sassy little baka, aren't you? Ugh! Didn't even need Primal Midgard's Armor for that one.
That's the power of bonds.
Man. If I were to lean back in my chair... No, I go way off camera. That's what I look like all the time, huh? So if I were to lean forward like this in my chair, can I put my webcam? Let me see. I have to do this. Nope. Incorrect. Let's see here. Okay, that should be a little bit more comfortable for me. Incorrect again. I do not want to be wide. Oh, wait. Now I'm threatening to eat Yoden there. Yoden goes above me. There we go. Alright, we beat it. Now I'm hunched over, unless I would just do this. Ah, we got the Worm of Genesis and Oblivion. Yeah, finding a comfortable way to sit is proving to be a little bit of a challenge. You know, that's why I have sciatica. Alright, on with the story. It's Nedrick. He shifted back to human form. By his own accord or not, I wonder. You mustn't let your guard down. I still sense a frightfully strong level of Bahamut's presence within him. Perhaps it really was the dragon's power eating away at him. One thing is for certain, he's certainly not in top form, and that's why we can't let this opportunity pass us by. You take me too lightly. I can defeat the lot of you without breaking a sweat no matter my condition. Oh, but I'm not taking you lightly at all. I know how strong you are, which is why we must take this chance to end things once and for all. Chell. Wait. Please don't suggest I stay my hand out of some misguided sense of pity, brother. Chell, our goal is to stop Nedrick, not to kill him. We're going to have to fight the progenitor at some point, and Nedrick would make a valuable ally in that battle. This line of thought is not without merit, but a future threat is an insufficient reason to ignore the present danger. But there's no telling what will happen to Bahamut if we kill Nedrick now. Ugh! Nedrick! Damn you, Bahamut! Ugh! Uh-oh. Bahamut is back, baby! He shapeshifted. Is he going to try to settle things with us here and now? This is different. No. It cannot be. Oh boy. He is wildin'. He is going sicko mode. Yo. Okay, now he's opening a rift thingy. Those are never good. The world was destroyed. Zethia? What are you talking about? Bahamut is a world of creation, yes, but he is also one of destruction. His power can erase existence itself. It makes sense that the being who created the world has the ability to destroy it, but the problem is... Hang on a hot freaking second there, bub. You think this Joker's gonna end the world? Like, the world? Nedrick would never consider such a thing. Unless his consciousness has already been seized by Bahamut. Arrgh! Bahamut took one look at what flossing is, and he just decided, okay, we're done. You're right. Bahamut's gonna destroy the entire world if this keeps up. But why would he even want to do that? Isn't he the dude who created it in the first place? Why does he want to trash it? Ah! No, Bahamut! I will not permit this! Nedrick! Is that you? Yes! Bahamut's control was stronger than I expected, but I am myself again. Tell us what's going on, Nedrick. We know Bahamut is trying to destroy the world, but we don't understand why. Because of the progenitor. Bahamut thinks the progenitor will return, and the conditions for that to happen in this world are now perfect. What conditions? What is it that will let the progenitor come back? There are more conditions than you can fathom, but a major factor is that someone siding with the progenitor has used the other's power. You're talking about Baron? Another is the activity of the once known as demons. There was the Syndicate, or Sandalphon, and all the others. The Papa Bear stories. And yet another is that Elysium, the very custodian of the world, has been corrupted by black mana. It's also not wholly unrelated to the fact that Bahamut has a body, which is to say, he has me. Amongst all the worlds of possibility, this one has become the most fitting place for the return of the progenitor. So, Bahamut is going to destroy the world just to eliminate the possibility of the progenitor's return? Exactly. After all, to him this world is but one of many possibilities. That he thinks on such a scale and acts with such ruthlessness befits the Worm of Genesis, I suppose. But what about all the people living here? If the world is ended, it will be the death knell for all life which resides inside it. Well, that sucks! Putting it mildly, not. Lore discussion in the chat. Love to see it. I'll go ahead and give you a little high wave. Good to see we're bustling. I will not permit that to happen. Instead, I will subjugate Bahamut and take full possession of his power. I do hope you don't think we're just going to leave that little matter in your capable hands at this point. I repeat my strong belief that our most efficient path forward is to slay you here now and take Bahamut with you. Stop! You would only hinder Nedrick and hasten Bahamut's return. Then what ought we do? From our perspective, the outcome is foul no matter who emerges victorious. It isn't. It isn't. You must understand that there is a gulf as wide as an ocean between Nedrick and Bahamut. Considering Bahamut is the Worm of Genesis, an ocean isn't really that big. I don't imagine we'll have the luxury of discourse with the worm, for one. But there's no guarantee Nedrick can best Bahamut, so the most pragmatic response would be to destroy the body he now controls. So then, a proposal, or perhaps it would be better to call it a request. What is it? I have the means to aid Nedrick in the struggle with Bahamut over his body. If you help me with that, the odds of him defeating Bahamut grow considerably. I don't need people meddling in this, Jin. I will force Bahamut to yield on my own, just as I told you I would. This is unlike you, Nedrick. If you think about it calmly, you would realize what must be done now. I don't know why you've latched onto this idea, but what makes you strong is your ability to cast aside such things for the sake of our greater goal. Facts and logic! Assuming we go along with this request, how do you intend to compensate us? By anything within my means to provide. You may ask for the throne of the Fairy Kingdom, or even my life. It matters not. Then here is my request. Abandon your plan to give the power of shapeshifting to everyone. Then work with us to come up with a way to oppose the progenitor that doesn't entail the deaths of countless innocent people. That's what I ask. Personally, I'd hold out for that throne you kindly offered, but alas, it is not my call. So then, what say you? I cannot make that promise. What? My method was the result of thinking long and hard on what would cause the fewest casualties. Though you clearly think me a monster, it would not make a flippant choice that would hurt innocent people unnecessarily. But what if we come up with a better idea that saves more lives? Will you consider it then? If it is a valid plan, then yes. Very well. I'm going to accept Jin Lorda's proposal, everyone. We're going to help Nedrick fight Bahamut. I would be lying if I said I didn't have misgivings, brother. But if that is your conclusion, I will accept it. Yeah, we'll kick his butt together. Hi! Thanks, everybody. I offer my own thanks as well, and give my utmost respect to your decision. Thanks, Jin Lorda. So, what do we do now? Put simply, you will go into the world of Nedrick's mind and face Bahamut. Into his mind? Yes, and for that purpose, I must separate your own spirits from your bodies. So, I may not be a medical professional, but I'm pretty sure separating a spirit from a body is how you kill somebody. Come now, haven't you ever played Earthbound? You're gonna become an awesome walking tin can. Isn't that cool? Isn't it cool? Worry not. When all is taken care of, you will be able to return unharmed. So long as your spirits are not eliminated while in the world of his mind, that is. You die in the game, you die in real life. I do not like the cavity at the end of that sentence, man! Now, go forth! Swoosh! Hold on. You could have just separated our minds from our bodies at any given moment. Oh boy, that's 2 nodes down, 3 more to go. Canopy in Bloom. What he was never given. Oh hey! Babby Nedrick. Was there even a Babby Nedrick? Well, Yeah, was there ever? Oh boy. You know, of all the spam bots, that one's like the most, the most mild of them. It only just wanted to share a whole bunch of its favorite emotes, that's all. Alright. Who's messaging me on Discord? Who raises me from my slumber? I'm guessing my friend group is involved in a discussion about awful waifus. Yep, there's melting. Is it melting? Whatever. Is this the world of Nedric's mind? It's a wasteland. It resembles a fortress of iron and stone. Is that not what you see? I see only a fog so thick it blocks out everything but the sight of you. This may be the world of Nedric's mind, but it is simultaneously a world which reflects your own individuality. The world you see before you now reflects the impressions you have of Nedric. Whoa. That says something. Wonder what the world inside my mind would look like to everybody. But you should set that aside for now and search for him, for he used the same sorcery to enter this place. Once Bahamut senses this, he will bend his will to devouring Nedric's spirit. Then let's hurry and... Wait, what was that? What's wrong, Yuden? I thought I heard someone calling me. I hear naught but our own voices, brother. I guess I imagined it. Ugh! Later. Yuden! Is that Nedric? I hear he's a guest from the human realm. Guest, more like guinea pig for King Finlorda's experiments. Such a pitiful fate for a child. In any event, best not to get entangled with him. I know not what the king is thinking, but it could well be dangerous. Wise words indeed. This seems like something that happened when Nedric was a child. Am I looking at his memories here? Okay, so Nedric did grow up. In a conventional sense. Thank you, Max, thank you. You're not wrong, but why you gotta do me like that? Oh. Huh? Hey, where did you come from? And what are you doing here? Did that kid just come out of the Fatewood? My daddy told me that if you get too close to the forest, fairies will steal you away. He must have come to kidnap us. No, wait. That's not true. Run away! Later! Bad timing. No! Don't give us a splash screen of sad babby Nedric. I can't handle it. Current Nedric is a jerk, but little baby. The only little baby who doesn't get my sympathy is Baron. They're right. I can't forge a life as a human or a fairy. I am completely alone. Except for you. He's talking to someone? Wait, I think I can hear it. There's a voice coming from inside him. It's comforting him? Yes, you're all I have. One encounter with the outside world, that's all it takes. I'm the Prince of Alberia? Is this letter real? He learned that when he was a child? So, I'm the true 7th Scion, but there's a fake created by Finn Lorda there instead? This fake version of me is with my parents and my siblings. He's surrounded by my family and living a fine, respected life? And yet I'm alone. I have nothing. Why? Why? Oh, Nedrick. It's precisely because I have nothing that my ambition exists. Is that how you see it? Yes. Perhaps it is meaningless to mourn over what was never given. So I won't. But while there is much I wasn't given, I do have you. And so... Nephew, you don't have a favorite? I find that hard to believe. Huh? My body won't move. Why? I can feel his suffering. It's like I'm being ripped apart. Why does a child have to go through that? It's like me with the migraines that I had. So you've realized it then. You're Finn Lorda's child. Right you are. My name's Jin Lorda. That was a close call you had, Nedrick. I don't understand. What's happening to my body? My father told me to say nothing, but I think it unfair not to tell you. Have you ever felt as if there is something lurking inside you? Something that is not yourself? You know about that? The true identity of the being inside you is Bahamut, the worm of Genesis, so called because he created the world. So that's who he is. If you feel any sense of goodwill or affinity for Bahamut, you would do well to reconsider it. What do you mean? Bahamut is not your ally. Bahamut has lost his physical body and now seeks another so he might manifest anew in the world, and you are his chosen vessel for this purpose. No. No! That's impossible! It is the truth. The condition of your body is a direct result of Bahamut's attempting to steal it from you. He gave up this time because it appears your body cannot withstand the process. But as you grow, so will his interference. That's not true. You're lying! Ask the voice within you if you doubt me. Alright, AQ is Mitsuba. I see, good choice. Surely one such as the Worm of Genesis would not bother to weave a tedious lie or engage in untoward deception. You must accept your reality. If you do not, all that awaits you is death, never having made a decision. Bahamut, is this true? Am I a vessel to get your body back? Am I just some pawn? I heard his answer. It's exactly as Jin Lord has said. So that's how it's been. The entire time. What a fool I must have looked. I was never more than a tool for you, yet I held you in such warm regard. I thought you were my friend, my family, yet it was but a dream. I feel terrible for him. Very well. In that case, I'll do as Jin Lord has said, and accept my situation. I am your pawn, Bahamut. I am weak, powerless, a mere tool to be used however you see fit. But not for long. I swear this to you, Bahamut. Someday soon, I will obtain a power equal to yours. And when I do, I understand it now. You'd think that, that this wasteland would be how Yuden views the fourth scion. Because it's barren. Huh? Where am I now? Is this Nedric's mental world? I was seeing his past, but Finlord has said the dragon's blood in my veins was originally Nedric's. That must be why his spirit pulled me along to view his past. Incoming gameplay! Ugh, that was Bahamut, which must mean Nedric is nearby. Hey, Matthew's all about that mim life. You are a man of culture. We're all men of culture in here. You're playing a Japanese gacha game. You have to be a person of culture. Do you mean Brunhilde the dragon or Mim? Both. Death by Snoo Snoo. Come, Bahamut, we settle this now. Rawr! Nedric! So you've come. Just make sure you don't get in my way. Oh, I won't. There you are, Yuden. I was so worried when you disappeared. Sorry to cause alarm. Pay attention. We are fighting the Worm of Genesis here. If you aren't completely focused, you won't have a chance. If Bahamut is freed, the world may well come to ruin. Losing here is not an option. We're going to win for the world. Let's do this! Hey, Roy! Bahamut. That's all you need to know. Just Bahamut. Really instills in you a sense of dread, huh? What counts as simping? We're having some real philosophical discussions in the chat right now. If they live rent-free in your head, that's simping. That's how I consider it. Alright, it's Bahamut time. Is this Final Fantasy VII? Because you're about to become a Bahamut Zero. Actually, I'm going to get a better healer. Let me see. Any better healers? No, just an OG Cleo. Dang. Ah. From like, wait, isn't this Mitsuba? No, that's Mitsuhide. Yeah, I guess I'll go with the OG Cleo. Wait, there's a Mim body pillow. Oh, fan-made. I see. Anyways, let's go into my highest might team, and let's smite with our might. Alright, Bahamut. You're about to get slapped. Slayer-Noah time.
There's no way I'm losing this.
You just got frozen by Lily. How do you feel right now, Bahamut? Vivid Valley!
Tanks full of dragon power.
Whoa! Oh my god, all these AoEs! Woo! And you just got mind broken. Now for the One-chan beam to finish things off.
Final blow falls.
And then one final.
They'll need another century or 3 before they could challenge me.
I think my chair isn't up enough. Now how do I? Let's do this. Yeah, this allows me to do this. No, I guess it's up as far as it goes. No, wait. Let's see, this goes up and down. What's the thing that allows me to... Oh, I'll figure it out later. Anyways, thank you, OG Cleo. You were very instrumental in this fight. 30 seconds. That's all it took. 30 seconds. The True Pact. Alright then. Let's go, Nedrick. Get that pact. Ha! Ugh. I need to scooch my chair up a little bit more. I don't have enough room to maneuver. How about this? I don't think Bahamut likes it. It's no good. We've hit him with everything and it's still not enough. What we face is not the true Bahamut, but rather a manifestation of his will. You will not be able to lay him low with a rain of blows alone. So what are we supposed to do then? If I can make Bahamut's will acknowledge that I am superior, he will naturally bend the knee to my might. Then perhaps we should discuss how to make that happen, and quickly! If I hesitate here, nothing will change. Bahamut and I are chained together by the pact, and through it, I can feel him weakening. I am close now. Just a little more, and I should be able to make him yield. Chained? Yield? Yuden? Sorry, it's nothing. Let's all just help Nedrick as best as we can, everyone. We're on it, boss! Just a little more. Careful, don't get overconfident. So yeah, I don't need to voice act the dragon because the dragon has a voice. Ah! Plop. Well, we got overconfident. Look out! Yeah! Transform into Primal Midgardsimer. I like how in order to make all the portraits fit, Midgardsimer looked like he was tiny. Ugh! Ugh. Shape-shifting to protect someone else. What idiocy! You're supposed to be fighting me, Bahamut! Now stand and face me! Woo! Gave him the works! But it looked like it didn't do much. Well, Max, I'd be very flattered if you chose me to be your first Discord server. Are you alright, brother? Yeah, I'm good. Sorry, Nedrick. This is what happens when you rely on comrades. So you don't rely on your comrades? Not even Agito or Jinlorda? They're not comrades. They're like-minded people whose power I've acknowledged. I fight alongside them precisely because I have no need to safeguard them. If one dies because I did not protect them, it only means that was their limit. They would serve no further use if I did save them. I think that might be the reason Bahamut won't yield to you. Explain. You called your pact with Bahamut a chain, and said you would use force to make him yield, right? But a pact is a relationship, not a test of wills. You can't force a dragon to yield, or try to dominate them. You have to trust and accept them for whoever they are. And you would have me trust the same dragon who sees me as a tool? Idiocy! Our relationship is to take and to be taken from, nothing more. That is why I must make him yield and claim his power for my own. If you subjugate him by force, he'll resist. You'll never be able to wield the full extent of his power. What you need is trust. The kind of trust where you accept that you might even lose yourself in the bargain. Without that kind of resolve, you'll never have a true pact. I can't believe I'm getting a talking to about resolve from the likes of you. That said, this is clearly not working. Very well, Hollow Man. I'll try it your way. Bahamut! Rar. Come, Bahamut. I have what you want. I am ready for you. Roar! Yeah! Can I truly accept Bahamut? I've lived on my own all this time, never trusting anyone. You can, Nedrick. I know you can. You have to start by believing in yourself. You thought that if you obtained a power equal to Bahamut's, you could forge a relationship into one where you weren't just something to be used. But what you need to believe is that you're his equal right now. My own strength? He's right. I'm not Bahamut's pawn, and that means he is... Bahamut! With me! Friend! Gah! Poop! Right out of the head. Is this a sacred tree? Are we back? So it would seem. Apparently, my magic has been repelled. Or perhaps it's more appropriate to say that a great power expelled you from the mental world, and that is most likely the effect of Nedrick and Bahamut's hearts becoming one. You are a step ahead of me again. So, Nedrick finally has Bahamut's power. Yes, it is mine. I see. So that's good? Tell me it's good. For the moment, the threat of Bahamut ending the world has been extinguished, so in that sense we can rejoice. But I know I'm not exactly leaping up and down to know Nedrick is now even more powerful than before. I trust you have not forgotten what you promised my brother, Nedrick. You swore to relinquish your dream of giving the power of shapeshifting to all. I agreed to your terms, only if you came up with a valid alternative. And so far as I am concerned, this other method simply does not exist. No! Or perhaps I should say, it did not until a moment ago. Huh? I have learned about the power of friendship, and that is some absolute nonsense. I need to get in on that. When I first considered all possibilities, I concluded mine was the only way to oppose the progenitor. But my fighting at your side was not one of the possibilities I originally considered, nor the possibility that you would aid me in my pact with Bahamut. Without you, my pact with the worm would yet be incomplete. And that is why I've started to think that if I have all of you with me, new possibilities may arise. Nedrick, are you saying... But I still have concerns. Like what? For one... Wait! Something is... What's wrong, Zethia? Everyone run, now! What? Uh-oh. Yeah. Now that Nedrick is one with Bahamut, doesn't that make Zethia a third wheel? This no bueno. Manipulated Auspex. Oh, son of a goat. We've come full circle, my friends. We talking about why people aren't playing Fire Emblem Heroes? Got two words for you. Fey Pass. Alright, this is a recap from before. Alright, what's this? Is this the lingering will of Bahamut's hatred? Zethia, what's going on? Why are you summoning Bahamut? I can't run. Fly, you fools! Ah, here we go again. Zethia, you're a magnet for this sort of thing. or tears into the overworld, this world will be destroyed ere long. But is Zethia not the one controlling that Bahamut? She certainly doesn't appear to be giving him commands. I mean, obviously, Zethia would never open a bunch of crazy space holes. Which means we're looking at a seriously piece of bad news right there. Huh? Watch yourselves! An attack comes! Ah! How many of those can we take before we can take no more? What is happening to Zethia? Bahamut is happening. He's trying to seize control of Zethia's body, just as he did with my own. This is his attempt to end this world, along with any possibility of the progenitor returning. Hold on, Zethia! Fight! I'm guessing that was her fighting. It appears Bahamut has completely seized control of her. So what are we supposed to do? I suppose the simplest solution would be to eliminate Zethia. You shut your mouth, lady! Deserved. Unlike Nedrick, she is not shape-shifting, which means we might be able to quell her without ending her life. If we could somehow cause her to lose consciousness briefly, then perhaps... If that is your plan, you must act at the perfect moment, for if she shapeshifts, all is lost. But Zethia can't shapeshift into Bahamut. Can she? Oh, she most certainly could if she chose. She just hasn't done it due to the toll it would take on her body. The cost would be high. If Zethia as she is were to shapeshift into Bahamut... Dude, don't leave us hanging. What happens? At best, she would never be able to return to her human form. At worst, she would vanish from existence. What? In other words, we must knock her unconscious without giving her a chance to shapeshift. Easier said than done. If we don't do this perfectly, we'll claim her life instead. I'll make it happen. Let me be the one to do it. If you are prepared for the consequences, I will help you. Abide the pact, and become my strength, Bahamut. Ha! Now, Zethia, or should I say, Bahamut, show us your true intentions. They're equals. Until now, Bahamut softened my Zethia could not compete with shapeshifted Nedrick. It is likely that Bahamut's influence has grown stronger, which is placing more of the burden on Zethia. We must make haste. Zethia doing her best to keep the Bahamut back, and only merely having things go terribly. Nedrick, are you alright? Don't worry, I'm not going to lose to some pale imitation made of mana. Come on, we have to distract her. Right! Go, you 10! Hold on, Zethia, I'm coming! Wait, this is... Why are you hesitating? Nedrick, don't let yourself be distracted or Bahamut will... Damnation! Bye! Zethia! Why the hell did you hesitate, you fool? I thought you were prepared to do this! I was. I am. But if I had kept going, Zethia would have shapeshifted. In that instant, I knew Zethia would lose her body if I continued, and I froze. I saw no indication of shapeshifting. What made you think she would do so? I felt something. The flow of mana, maybe. Huh? Chell and Valix ought to understand. That bond that connects a person and a dragon is like a thread. If you look at the flow of mana along that thread, you can tell whether or not someone is going to shapeshift. If you're talking about how one can feel the dragon's mana when one is shapeshifting, I understand. But if not... I'm afraid I can't tell when someone is going to shapeshift just by looking at them. Does this mean he alone can sense it because he can forge multiple paths? Or perhaps it comes down to experience. Merely being of the royal family doesn't mean you've had many opportunities to witness others shapeshifting. So, it's a talent he developed due to the current turbulent state of the world. Wait, so none of you can sense that? It's just me? So it seems. And in that case, it is all the more reason for you to steel your resolve. Moving forward, you may not have the luxury of worrying about what happens to Zethia's body. Wait, what's that supposed to mean? Just where is Zethia going? I don't think she fled. She likely headed for the canopy of the sacred tree. My guess is that Bahamut is going to try to destroy the core and erase it from the world. The core of the tree was that light we saw before, correct? The will of the tree. The sacred tree is a pillar of the world, and one of the things that maintains it. If lost, all of existence will be one step closer to its destruction. And we must hurry after them. Come on, everyone. We have to save Zethia. Surprised we didn't get the token right at the end of that. To the canopy! Hey, is that Harl? He looks looking menacing. I'm gonna go ahead and leave you right there, Harl. I'm gonna put you into the helper slot. Alright, so we're going to the canopy, which means we got Bond Forged Juden. We'll see what Harl's up to in another time. Man, I really thought that we were going to have some regular gameplay in Nedric's mind, but I guess not. We're back into the Sacred Tree. We've been in the Sacred Tree for a long time, haven't we? Having this banger music. Not that I'm complaining about the banger music. Let me see. Treasure!
Humans do love their treasure.
Why are there treasure chests in a tree? Who is making these treasure chests? Who is storing their goodies away for the winter? Fairies? The local mobs?
Time to show off the power of my bow.
Lambert? Get out of here. Nope, no dragon stuff. Ugh. Hit him with that Master Sword. You didn't. A menace appears! Woo! I'm out here doing combos. Okay, there's one more enemy. Two more. These.
If you are wrong, perhaps we could play.
Another time, Akasha.
This is the end, everyone.
Let's go! Nice. Not bad for one of your kind. I'm literally you, dude.
That's the power of bonds.
Not bad, Mid-Godsimer. Thank you, Mid-Godsimer. I made this joke before. We're not at the last node yet. Would have thought that this would have led us to the last node, but hey, we're here. Now we're at the leafless canopy for the treetop clash. Ah, yes, Halloween Milsum. Look at that cutie. And there's Halloween Cerise to the right. Yeah, let's take her. It's just a regular gameplay segment anyway. I'm gonna get Harl in the next stream. I see. All the more reason to keep moving!
Let's work together and win.
Triumph this day.
Oh man. He intercepted me mid-swing.
Time to show off the power of my bonds.
Problem may God summer. Do that thing.
That's the power of bonds.
That's the power of bonds. Sword. I see 4 concurrent viewers and only 3 likes. You know what to do. Hunter Cerise made a lot of people suffer. Yep, I know that. I know that personally. I mean, I have her, but I did suffer. Sacred Tree! Canopy! The Sacred Tree is just like, I am in danger. It won't be that easy, Bahamut. Yeah. Audric, take care of Zethia. I shall. Sacred Tree! Bow to the canopy! We're nearly at the top. Is everyone ready? It would serve us well to be resolved for what may lie ahead. Namely, what are we to do with Zethia? We're gonna save her, right? Right? We're gonna save her, right, guys? Hear the Anakin and Padme meme? That is, of course, the intention. However, we would be fools to charge into this situation without an adequate plan. Nedrick, Shinlorda, can you use your magic to let us enter her mind? If we can go inside her mind like we did with Nedrick, that might work. It should be possible, and it's likely our only chance to save her. However, what's the problem? The pseudo-Bahamut Zethia summoned is the problem. If we enter her mind, our flesh remains here. It would be quicker and cleaner to pitch ourselves off the top of a tree, rather than leave our bodies unattended with Bahamut raging about. We need to sort things out with the Bahamut here before we attempt to enter anyone's mind. So, to do something about Bahamut, we have to go into Zethia's mind, but to go into Zethia's mind, we have to do something about Bahamut? If this is a joke, I ain't laughing. Jape or no, it is the reality we face. What if we were to split into two groups? One deals Bahamut in the real world, while the other goes into Zethia's mind. The other? Who is talking about the other? It's a good plan, but right now, the only one who can actually manage to hold Bahamut back would be Nedrick. And without Nedrick, it's unlikely we can deal with Bahamut in Zethia's mind. Okay, enough with the circular logic. The Alberian royal family's been making pacts with dragons for hundreds of years now, yeah? In that case, you must have some kind of special tricks for when you lose control of a pack-bound dragon or something. I don't think it's quite that simple. A person does not form a pact with a dragon they cannot control to begin with. Those who are not qualified to do so simply do not become pact bearers. Actually, that's not quite true. Do you know something, Audric? There is a forbidden art, passed down in the Alberian royal family, which can share the load for those who cannot manage the burden of a pact. That's possible? Yes. The skill allows one to create a substitute that shares the pact's burden. I had no idea. If one cannot make pact with a dragon, they have no right to rule Alberia. However, among leaders of old, there were some who used this forbidden technique to form pacts and become monarchs despite lacking the talent. To do such a thing would be tantamount to betraying the kingdom and its people. But there's a reason to believe it was done. I can think of rulers from the past who had no business calling themselves pact-bound. The royal family's history stretches back 3 centuries, and some of its moments are not, shall we say, outstanding. There's a dark side to that history that never sees the light of public scrutiny. And you think we could use this technique to save Zethia? I cannot state it conclusively, but the possibility exists that it could free Zethia from Bahamut's grip and awaken her. Ugh. And then we could subdue the raging Bahamut. After that, we would just need to get the better of Bahamut's will inside Zethia's mind. I love it when a plan comes together. Let's do this thing. Of course, but there's a certain matter I'm not satisfied with. If you know some of the deepest, darkest secrets of the royal family, then you must be. I presume you'll be giving us a full account of who exactly you are, Adhering. All will be explained in time, I swear it. But for now, we have to save Zethia. Yep, we still don't have base Veronica in Fire Emblem Heroes. Not to my knowledge, at least. I stopped playing, like, at the turn of the new year. I tried pulling for New Year's Dogger, and I hit the 40 summons needed to pity, and the game just gave me the pop-up that said, "Hey, get Fey Pass now, and you'll be able to spark Dogger." I mean, it's like, you know what? And I uninstalled right then and there. And Bahamut's just like Metal Gear alarm sound effect. Audric, you take care of Zethia. Right. I shall save you this time, Zethia. I swear it. Your duty is mine. Your burden is mine. Let thy pact be mine own way to share. Let thy pact be linked. Well, only for seasonal, for limited time banners. They locked it behind a paywall. Yes. So if they came out with non-limited characters, like, you know, if they just threw in another quartet from Binding Blade or something that had no theme to them, then you could spark them without needing to pay for the pass. But for things like New Year and Summer and Halloween and Ninjas and Spring Festival, that you needed a Fey Pass subscription in order to spark. And that's why I stopped playing the game around at New Year last year. Once I got the 40 summons necessary, and they said, "All right, and give me $20. Let's go." And I'm just like, no, I'm gonna uninstall. I mean, I've tossed a bit of coin to a bunch of games, but I have not spent a single cent in Fire Emblem Heroes. And now I'm very glad that I did that. If anything, it might inspire me to play an actual Fire Emblem game on this stream. I have 3 houses, I just never cracked it open. You don't care about PvP, Matthew? As long as you're able to beat all of the regular PvE content, you're fine just waiting on a character you really like? Ah, Zethia's not happy. But she's not transforming. Zethia! Zethia, come back to us, girl! Not? Yuden? What did I... Guys, she is back! She is back! Now I remember. Bahamut. He... Worry not, Zethia. Bahamut will no longer be able to use you as he wills. What? Oh, thank you. And you, Aldrich? Are you alright? You just took on Zethia's burden, did you not? It is not a problem for the present, but I do not imagine we can relax. A pact with Bahamut applies potent pressure indeed. Then I suspect we all ought to hurry. Our crucial turn begins now. Right. We're going into Zethia's mind and subdue Bahamut's will. Are you ready for this, Zethia? As I suspect this is our only option, I suppose I'm as ready as I ever will be. Something wrong? You seem reluctant. No, it's not that. Bahamut controlled me? Truly? Something about this feels off. Now is the time to act, Zethia. You will understand certain things better when you face with Bahamut's will. Yes, I suppose so. Right then. Let us be off, so we might ascertain Bahamut's true intent. Prepare yourselves to enter the world of Zethia's mind. U City sounds like a very exciting place. Oh. Then, yeah, we're gonna, alright, now we're gonna see what everyone, thinks about Zethia now. We got a barren wasteland for Nedrick. And now we're inside Zethia's mind, which is, a beautiful utopia, probably. PvP in Fae is 100% pay to win now. Yep, absolutely. Now I just watch people play PvP like I watch professional athletes playing basketball or something. Not for me, but it sure is entertaining to watch. We're inside Zethia's mind. Ooh, look at all the pretty flowers! To me, it's a majestic temple, but if I recall, what we see merely reflects the perception of the one viewing it. Yes, what you see is determined by how each of you views Zethia. So we think she's a bunch of pretty scenery and big honkin' buildings. That sounds like Zethia, alright. Oh dear, this is so embarrassing. Hey, wait, Zethia, you look... Yes, I know. I suspect it's because I cannot use Bahamut's power here. And what of you, Nedrick? It does not appear that I am prevented from wielding my portion of his power here. But there is an embodiment of his will in this world, so it's probably best not to shapeshift carelessly. Speak of the devil. Sounds like the big fella has arrived. He comes. I have come! Bahamut, you must listen to me. No! That's my Bahamut voice. It would appear he has no interest in talking. Your father smelled of elderberries! Does this mean he refused the pact with me after all? Bahamut's goal has always been to find a vessel and manifest in this world. His intent from the beginning was to dominate you. A true shared pact was never an option. Perhaps so, but until this happened, I felt as though Bahamut had accepted our pact. Yet, he suddenly grew violent. Your mother is a lady! Boom. This is all quite fascinating, but I fear we lack the leisure time to spend on such erudite ponderings. We've one way forward for now. We show Bahamut what we're made of, and make him see we'll never yield to his control. If that is the only path open to us, then I will take it. Come, Bahamut, come and see as we prove our strength to you. Ha! Come at me, bro! Unbelievable! We laid so many attacks upon him, yet he shows not even a moment's sign of faltering. I suspect the brute force approach alone will not avail us here. I don't feel right. Wait, there's something strange. Huh? What is it? It might just be my imagination, but it seems like Bahamut is suffering. I sense the same. I felt that way ever since I was under his sway in the real world. He seemed to be suffering, as if he were not in control of himself. Yes, that would make sense. Do you know something, Nedrick? Though my pact holds its own share of power, the Bahamut I forged it with is still the same being here in Zethia's mind. And yet, I cannot feel any will from this Bahamut. But that would mean... No, it can't be. Exactly. Someone else's will is interfering. Meaning that the entity attempting to control Zethia is not Bahamut at all, but the one behind Bahamut. So someone's controlling Bahamut? Huh! But who, or what, would manage to seize control of the Worm of Genesis? I don't know, but the theory certainly explains the strange out-of-place feeling Zethia and I are having. Assuming what you're saying is right, what can we even do about it? I have one thought, and the key to it is you, Yuden. Me? But what can I possibly do? You're finally attuned to the bonds and flow of mana between people and dragons. Whoever's ultimately responsible for this is likely using the pact between Zethia and Bahamut as a sort of cover in which to conceal themselves. But you have the talent to identify the foreign element hiding in their pact, and possibly even eliminate it. Look, I understand there's a connection between Zethia and Bahamut, but the rest of everything you said, I'm not intending for you to attempt this on your own. Rather, I plan to drag the responsible party out into the open first. But how? By having Zethia attempt to shapeshift into Bahamut. Pretty sure we just talked about what a terrible flipping idea that was, my dude. Yes, but I only intend for her to start the shapeshifting process. The moment she does, the exchange of mana will activate. And that's when we'll discover our foreign influence. Once it's identified, you can cut it out. Understood. I'll give it a try. Thank you, Nedrick. Huh? Thanking me for what? I'm just happy that you're trusting me and giving me an important role. Ugh. Let's not get all milquetoast here. There are some things you can do that I cannot. It's as simple as that. Maybe, but it still makes me happy that you feel that way. Then just make sure you do the job I assigned you to the letter. I will, for you and Zethia. Please do, Yuden. The rest of you, keep up the attack on Bahamut. The more power he seeks, the stronger his connection to Zethia will likely become. Alright, let's get this done. Come on, everyone! Leroy! We're talking about our histories of Dragalia Lost now, I see. Bahamut, once more! It's as if the game is recognizing, yup, you're fighting this guy again. Who knows, maybe you'll be able to fight Bahamut a third time. Alrighty then, Laranoa, you're up. I have a tummy ache. Can you give me some Pepto-Bismol?
As the next chief of the village, there's no way I'm losing this.
Indeed, we will be able to.
Lily is goated. What can I say? Ah! Your attack looked impressive, but you can't hit Larinoa. Especially when I've got the power of Jeanne d'Arc! One-chan beam! Finish it off! Oh no! He's doing the friggin' Brunhilde Muspelheim thing. I hated that. Interactive gameplay, you guys. That's death for you. Good job, everybody. Good job. Good job. GG's. GG's.
They'll need another century or 3 before they can challenge me.
Rub Larinoa's head a little bit. There you go. Ah, we're on to the last node. What is going to be our final challenge before we can move on to the next thing? Kaleidoscope. What's the kaleidoscope? It's a fun mode. Ha! Look at this team up right here. You wouldn't expect all these characters to be on the same page some time ago, but here they are. My stomach feels a little better. Keep doing that. Roguelike? Oh, that sounds neat. Zethia, now! Grant me the power of shapeshifting in accordance with our pact, O Bahamut. Finally! I have to find the foreign element in the pact's connection and mana flow. It must be in here somewhere. There! That's it! And the big reveal! Are we back at the sacred tree? Wait, and how's Zethia? I am good, Yuden. Based on your appearance, I assume you regained Bahamut's power. Yes, I can feel his will again, and the strange feeling from right before I was controlled is gone. Well, that's great and all, but I'm still wondering who the heck had the ability to and sand to take control of Bahamut. It must have been a being of equal power, a fellow creator of the world entire, something akin to the progenitor. Were that the case, we should have seen more interference from the progenitor, or fairies, as that is the form it appears he has now claimed. He's right. It was not the progenitor, but it felt very similar, which could mean... Regardless of who that is trying to control Bahamut, there's one thing we have learned. You cannot resist the control of this being alone, Zethia. But had we not saved you, you would have become a mindless puppet of this mysterious individual. The present threat it represents may have dissipated for the moment, but that doesn't mean we've cut the problem out. The being will likely attempt to seize control again. Clearly, you cannot be trusted. As such, you must surrender it to me at once. Huh! Hang on, Nedrick. Yeah, Zethia may have been controlled for a moment, but we were able to get her back to normal. Getting my lumbar support in place, pardon me. Yeah, if it happens again, we'll just gang up and save her again. And therein lies the rub. How can we guarantee the same people will all be gathered together and ready to act if she again falls under this being's sway? At a minimum, it would require me, Jin, Audric, and Yuden. The four of us cannot simply stand by Zethia's side until the end of time. Yeah, but... Zethia, relinquish your pact to me. It is the only way to save this world, and yourself. I cannot. And why not? What's the issue? You are an intelligent and rational person, Nedrick, which is exactly why I cannot give you the whole of Bahamut's power. What? I know you haven't cast aside your plan to give all people the power of shape-shifting. If I relinquish Bahamut's power to you, you will be able to realize that plan. This is the issue. There's a certain road near at hand and an uncertain one in the distance. It is not difficult to guess which one you, a logical man, would ultimately choose. Zethia is correct. Thank you, Valix. You see the world clearly, Nedrick, but do you know of its people? What are you trying to say? You want to save those without power, yet are you certain each and every one of them desires the same? You believe every person who lacks power seeks it, down to the very last. This is because you were once one of those powerless. Raised amid misfortune, you instead used your poor circumstances to hone yourself. This is a splendid thing. But not everyone can be like you, nor does everyone desire to be. I cannot bring myself to entrust the power over an entire world to a man who does not understand that. If I could save the world while making sure each and every person was amenable to the method, I would. But as this is clearly impossible, we have no choice but to show them how things might be, to show them an ideal. And this ideal is you, I take it. You're more of a dreamer than I thought. I have no interest in attempting to work with someone who believes that they alone can save the world. Oh, wow. When I really keep on the Queen Deltarune voice for the long time, man, I can hardly take that power. Oh. Offline mode, please. Yes. Didn't Cygames make one of their other mobile games offline? It was like it was a side scroller, wasn't it? Or was it a different company? Even if we never see these characters again, we'll still have our bonds with them. You are correct. Just take a screenshot of your box before end of service comes, and just remember the good times related to each and every one of them. Even with the best of intentions, power concentrated in one place is the seed of tyranny, and I will not abide it. No, I will not. No. You can't make me. Yet this is no fool's dream, for I have the will and ability to make it so. Someone must step forward and pave the way for the future, or none will ever follow. But can you truly bear it, Nedrick? I experienced for myself a fraction of Bahamut's vast power. The burden of a full pact is unimaginable. No matter how talented, determined, and prepared you are, I do not think you can withstand containing the entirety of the worm of Genesis within you. You're right. And I suppose you would know from experience. Remember how you were temporarily controlled by Bahamut, and that wasn't even a complete pact. The same unease you feel for Zethia would haunt us, which is why we're better off leaving things as they are. We do this for both of your sakes. Don't you people see that stagnation is unacceptable? Doing nothing means only that nothing will change. Okay, so I don't understand, any of this, but I do believe in Zethium. And if she doesn't want you doing this, you'd better just back the heck off. Hi! Clearly I cannot make you understand. So be it. If I must go forward alone, that is exactly what I will do. If you will not surrender your pact, Zethium, then I will take it by force. And here we go, the revolving door, the flippity-floppity of Nedrick. Not happening, Nedrick. And so you stand in my path again, Yuden. Your talents and strengths are impressive, Nedrick, but you're not the only one in the world with such power. Why does everything have to end in a fight with you? Why are you always so determined to do everything alone? You do not understand, and I grow weary of attempting to explain it. This is what I need to be true to myself. Is this it? Are we throwing down? Is it Nedden time? Light and shadow! Here we go! Nedrick is the shadow, and Laranoa is my light. Let's go! Let's slap this boy. Now that it has become convenient for us to be able to beat Nedrick, we're gonna be able to do it. Let's go, Laranoa!
Nothing will sway me from my goals.
Oh yeah! I keep on giving Nedrick this kind of Shao from Genshin Impact voice, but I suppose he would have the exact same voice as Yuden Wending.
Your end comes now.
Oh boy, that's an overdrive. Ah, jeez. Did he seriously just do a, did he seriously just do an attack in an N pattern, N for Nedrick? I mean, that's actually kind of adorable that you're a little bit of a narcissist. Whoa! And then he becomes Bahamut. He's just like, hey, if you're gonna turn into a dragon, so am I. Cataclysm Beam. Oh boy, I'm getting out of there. Something called Cataclysm Beam does not sound like it's good for my heart. Broken! Get him! Get him! 4 strikes! It is time for the One-chan beam to make one more attempt. Nice! I can't believe he actually made an N for Nedrick in his attack pattern. That's amazing. Alright, Nedrick, what do you have to say about that? The plot armor commands you. Okay, something about Audric and Atonement. Kind of worrying. Wait, Nedrick does not have Yuden's EA? The original Yuden VA? Oh, Yuden changed VAs? That makes me think of the dub for Dragon Ball Super, and how the clone Vegeta had the Ocean dub voice. It was amazing. Ha! Ugh. Ugh. Come on, you have to do more than that, Yuden. You have to give him the works. Are you finished? We're ending this, Nedrick. There's no point in our fighting any longer. Maybe I should just voice him like I do Yuden. What? You don't have any strength left. And no wonder, considering how often we fought and how many times you called upon Bahamut's power. You are wounded, weary, and spent. If we continue, you will likely perish. So this is... what then? Pity? No. We need your strength. We have from the very beginning. Fighting you to the death serves no purpose. You've always been so soft, and I cannot stand it! Ugh! Ugh! Get out of my damn way! Enough, Nedrick! You know this is meaningless. There's no need for you to shoulder the pact with Bahamut and the fate of the entire world alone. Or can you just not bring yourself to forgive the one who has given all that ought to have been given yours, right? To forgive Yuden? Do not belittle me so. My goals are far beyond such pettiness. There's no shame in fighting for small goals, Nedrick. The same powerless people you seek to save have only small goals, yet fight with all they have for them. Why would you deny that idea? Ugh. If you feel any enmity towards Yuden, then direct your hate to me, for I am the one who should bear it. What does that mean? My true name is Aurelius, and I am the damn fool of a king who caused the downfall of Alberia. No! Impossible! Search your feelings, Yuden! You know it to be true! I knew it! I knew you're our father! But then, what of your appearance? No, dear Chell. I am not your father. I am an Aurelius from another world, one where the flow of time has branched off in a very different direction. Yeah, I've only played this game with English dub. No, I just like English dub. But hey, you know the one true dub is the one you've been listening to this entire time. I mean, Nintendo, I'll dub over the entirety of your next gacha game. Huh! The Aurelius of this world died in a battle with the other, a battle I survived. As my struggles continued, I became the man you now see before you. So, are you from the same different world as Zena? Or a different world? No. My father, No. This Zena, this Zethia, is from yet another world. Sadly, my Zethia was slain by the other. My foolish actions led my world down the path to ruination. When I came to this world, I decided to make penance for what I had done. More than anything, I am here to give you the many things I stole away. In other words, you are not Aurelius at all, but a different man. I feel nothing for you. It's true that I am not the Aurelius of this world, but since I came here, I have experienced his memories in many ways, including upon this sacred tree. That's right, my father's letter. He wrote that he left his feelings in the sacred tree. Correct. And while I know not if it was coincidence or something else that guided me to this place, it is here that I received Aurelius's memories. I became one with his memories, and with his heart. Thus, it is accurate to say I am both Aldrich and Aurelius. So the things you claimed my father said, they were his true feelings for you? Then thank you again for telling them to me, Aldrich. Father. And now, Nedrick, I would have you hear his thoughts about yourself. I have little interest in what a dead man thinks of the child he tossed aside. It was not until some considerable time later that Aurelius learned of the survival of the Truth's seventh scion, you, Nedric. He thought long and hard about confessing everything and welcoming you as a prince. But he worried what it would mean for Yudin, who lived in your place. Though he fretted over it without pause, he could reach no good conclusion, and soon he began to view himself as a vile and useless parent. Yet I feel neither hate nor disappointment, for I had no expectations of Aurelius to begin with. But though he was ever ashamed to look you in the eye, there remains something he had to do for you. What was that? When Aurelius learned that Nedric lived, he also discovered that he had been made Bahamut's vessel. Duh! After that, he bent his will to finding a way of freeing Nedric from this burden. In the process, he found the forbidden technique which also saved Zethia earlier. Fascinating. But as an answer eluded him, he grew desperate, and in all that desperation, he turned to something he ought never have. That's why he went to the Binding Ruins? Ruins? He went there for the Sacred Shard, of course, but at the same time, he was seeking a way to counter Bahamut. Wow! Now that is how you tie things back to the beginning. Woo! Thought he was doing some routine keeping the peace stuff, but no! He was seeking the other! Then you claim our father awakening Morseati was no accident? So at the time I headed for the dragon choosing, Father went to the Binding Ruins to try to save Nedric. Was so much misery ever caused by the foolish choices of a single man? Unbelievable. Did I turn the music back on? Yep. We're getting the soppy emotional music. Aurelius spoke of this to no one, and did not even seek the aid of his old friends Svinlora and Gatov. Why would he not come to me before casting his lot with the other? Because he was afraid of showing you his weak and ugly sides. He feared he would disappoint those he trusted, and that they would abandon him. He need not worry as such, especially considering that my own father is far weaker and uglier. In the end, being afraid to trust was the start of all of his misery. So do not repeat my mistake, Nedric. You must not fear trusting in others. The world is not so light that the burden of it can be borne by a single person. Which is exactly why I cannot entrust such a burden to others. Who can carry the world on their back? Who can I ask to take on such a task? Nedric. Do not be afraid, Nedric. Merely believe. If you do, I am certain those who are able to stand with you and bear these burdens will make themselves known. I swear this on the name of Alberius and all the regents of Alberia. A powerful oath indeed. Very well. Truly, Nedric? Even without me, It would seem you are capable of finding the power of resist Bahamut. I am willing to leave the pact with Zethia, for now. I will bear it with all care. Sounds like it's settled. It does indeed. Thank you, all of you, and apologies again for all the trouble I've caused. With this, my part in this story comes to an end. No, Audric! Please! You're a good person. Don't be daft. You've got your children to... Aurelius? Aurelius, what's happening to your body? Cliffhanger. What is left behind? I guess Aurelius is about to not feel so good. Yeah, now Aurelius is just like all this. Alright, what's happening to you? This is like at the end of a singularity in FGO. Father? What's happening? I fear my time is up. The heck does that mean? I am something that should not exist in this world, and yet does. I am Aurelius, and I am dead. I employed some rather forceful means to remain here, but they have reached their limit, and now I am being expunged from this world. Causality! But will you simply return to your original world now, yes? Alas, I have severed my bond to the original world. Dissolution is the fate which awaits me now. There must be something we can do. Do not trouble yourself. In truth, I should have died along with my world. But I came here instead, so I might make something that could be left to my children. That alone is enough. No! Father! I'm sorry, my children, but the progenitor, as well as whatever is lurking behind Bahamut, still remain. Though your fight must rage on, I will no longer be able to offer my aid. Then rest easy, Father, for even without you, we will not lose to the likes of them. I swear that we shall see the good tidings bid unto the heavens, Father. I will see our duty done, even if it comes at the cost of my life. Please don't say as much. I would not have you taking after my fool ways. Forgive my asking, Gatov, but pray watch over my children. They all bear a heavy burden, and most like need your aid. Of course, old friend. I'm rather used to taking care of people who are good at getting into trouble, after all. Is that Sheila? Is Sheila actually kind of the mischievous sort? Uden and Nedrick. That I could see the pair of you join hands in my last moments sends me off with a heart lightened by happiness. Sorry, a little bit of fading away interruption. Father! Farewell, my children. F's in the chat for Aurelius / Audric. Linking with the world Zodiarch had some of Aurelius's mana did a chain reaction with the chain of causality. I should read Harl's adventurer story on the next stream. Oh, really? It's really important? There's my F's in the chat. Thank you. Are we doing chapter 22 or Faith Forsaken the next stream? Isn't this chapter 22? Then we'll just I'll do both of the events. That's let me see. Dragalia Lost story order. So the next stream is going to be, if I can go here. Yeah, Faith Forsaken, parts 1 and 2. Yeah, I don't think any impassioned call of father is going to do justice to what these characters feel in this moment. Once more, he was a good man, and he was fun to act. A few days later, Grams? I'm afraid so. Reports claim a vile demon called Satan has appeared there and caused terrible damage, leaving the holy city in shambles. My kittens report much the same. Damnation. I hope everyone is alright. Well, hey, if not considers herself a member of the family, yeah, she would think of Aurelius as a father. If you wish to help, I can send you there with fairy teleportation magic. It's possible this is another of the progenitor's schemes, which means we cannot afford to ignore it. Whatever the deal is with that big jerk, we gotta go there and help folks. Yet it is also imperative that we locate a means to deal with the progenitor besides giving the power of shapeshifting to all. Say, how's Nedrick doing, Jinlorda? He's convalescing at my villa in the suburbs and recovering apace. Too bad he's not around, even though he'd probably yell, "I'm not here to make friends!" or whatever. Well, you can't just expect us to become bosom companions right away. You can't say bosom buddies. You can say bosom, you might as well just go all the way. Still, if he is recovering, then we should split up. The group looking for different ways to deal with the progenitor shouldn't need that much manpower after all. But I need the two people who made pacts with Bahamut, so Nedrick, Zethia, and Jinlorda should stick with me and help with the search. Everyone else can head to Grams. How's that sound? What? We have to be separated from Zethia again? It is what it is. I mean, to be fair, she's safe, she's not captured, she's not kidnapped. That's right, Mr. XYZ. There are hot girls on this stream. We're looking at one right now. I know what I'm saying. Right now, we each have things we got to do on our own. I don't want everything Father left us to go to waste. Do not worry. I believe a day will soon come when we can all live together in happiness once more. So let us now give everything that we have for the sake of that day. Okay, well, I'm super bummed about splitting up again, but I'll fight like an angry wet cat if that's what it takes. Come on, everyone, we're off to Grams. Right! The Faith Forsaken raids were the best events in the game. Well then, that's all the more anticipation for what we have to experience next time, isn't it? Girls play Dragalia Lost? Yeah? I can't imagine that they don't. There's
Prince, save our
There's plenty of eye candy for the ladies, and everyone who just swings that way in general. You have Luca, and Ranzel, and who else do we have? Who else are the oh no he's hot moments here? Let me see, characters that I haven't used. Yeah, we have Tobias. We even have the little gremlins like Vice. And I only say gremlins because they're 3-star. We have Edward. I'm sure Edward brought lots of ladies into the game. And who can forget Gald? Come on! Look at this absolute unit. Alright, so... Are we ever gonna get any new, Are we ever gonna get any new dedicated banners besides Platinum Showcases? Let's see what the news has to say about that. So we got an event. A Wind-Attuned Adventures upgrade event. Agito Uprising, blah blah blah. We have one more gala. Should I drop all of my pulling resources on the final gala?
If there's any way I can help, just speak it.
Yukata Cassandra right up. Ooh, I'd like to pull for the Yukata Cassandra. Do I have her? I don't think I do. Let me see. Sort by dark. Let's see here. Wait, was Yukata Cassandra dark? Yukata Cassandra. She's fire! I stand corrected. And, let's see here. Is that her? Okay, never mind. I have no reason to pull on the Gala Cerise then. Gala Luca, Kronos, and Elysium are at the end of this month. And Gala Cerise and Yukata Cassandra. So I have Cassandra, so I have no reason to pull on the last gala.
I'd like to swim tomorrow. I can feel the pull of destiny.
Use an omniscited in this Cassandra. Oh, Cassandra is the Yukata Cassandra is like all meta and stuff.
I've read hundreds of bios of past heroes, and every last one of them's unique.
Anyway, so the next one that we're gonna do is going to be in the compendium, I believe, and that is going to be Faith Forsaken. Oh, there are different types of raids, I see. There it is. Oh, raid events recommended, I see. And then just facility events and raid events. So that is where Harl comes from. Although if I try going into it, it will just start spouting story at me. Kimono Elisan on the Cerise banner. Besides those, it's just sigil spotlights, I see. That's unfortunate. Kimono Elisan. Do I have Kimono Elisan? Who is that? Kimono LA-san. Kimono LA-san is fire, so he should have been able to see her before. Let's see here. Is that her? Yeah, baby!
Please, Prince, save our village. I beg you.
Anyway. A teaser for next time. Hey, that sounds like a plan. So, we're gonna do Faith Forsaken. Include voices. Why not? Alright, so this is gonna be one of those you know, at the end of an anime episode when you have footage of the next episode and all the characters are talking just like there's a new problem in the world. Wait, who is that man? I'm not gonna let you take me down. Next time on Dragalia Lost, that sort of thing. Next time on Dragalia Lost. It's one of Harl's ravens. It would appear he's successfully obtained it and is on his way back. It must please you to know your plans are progressing so smoothly. Finally returned, have you? Basilius! The traitor's brand has a way of slowing a fellow down. I can't just walk about in broad daylight as the Apostle's leader anymore. An issue I also feel all too acutely. One slight slip and I'll have the angels and their apostles nipping at my heels. It's all very exhausting. Ah, yes, them. Harl reports that the Iberian prince and his little band are kept busy at the sacred tree. So the only obstacles left before us are the apostles, Basil's blasted pups. Though if we pull their strings correctly, it might just give us leverage we need to pry Basil from his seat as archbishop. With him out of the picture, none would remain who might challenge my authority. Everything hinges on being rid of those damned apostles. I take it I have my orders then. I should think you fit for the job, unless you still harbor a sentimental attachment to the old workplace. I am not the sort to pick up the pieces once I cast something aside. Good. Then let us begin the final phase of our operation. A string of violent incidents involving demons have recently taken place in the north. It all began with a theft of a sealing stone from the vaults of the Ilian Church in Grams. Smuggled into South Grestea, the stone emitted a miasma that spread throughout multiple regions, driving man and fiend alike into a frenzied condition known as wrath. In the town of Paradise, a woman calling herself Madame stole the old pupil's memories in an effort to attain superhuman power. Both cases were resolved through the hard work of the angels and their apostles, and some random blonde kid who kept interjecting himself into things. But in the closing moments of the Paradise case, it was revealed that a traitor existed amongst our ranks. This traitor was none other than Basilius, the leader of the Apostles. Both the Wrath incident and the events in Paradise were merely experiments in his quest to revive Satan, a demon of tremendous power. Since his betrayal, Basilius has lived as a fugitive, hiding from his former peers as he works to free fallen angels, mimicries of angels sealed away by the magic of the stone. and those within those bodies crafted to resemble angels sleep the 5 archdemons. Creatures said to have wrought untold devastation during the ancient Empyrean War. Though constructed as prisons, these angelic forms spent eons steeping in the demon's fell miasma, and its corrupting influence ultimately awakened them as fallen angels. Unleashed into the world by Basilius, they follow the dictates of their wanton desires until the demons sealed within them finally manifested. Though the angels and apostles were able to drive them back for a time with the prince's help, it is unknown what became of the demons after that, and while the investigation continues, no viable leads on their whereabouts have been found. Alright, that about sums things up. I thought I might find you here, looking into the mimicries we collected. Just finished, actually. Right now I'm taking advantage of some downtime to put together reports of the demon situation on my tablet. A tablet, of course. That's the device you crafted from a recipe detailed in the Scrolls of Perdition, yes? Also, it scares me that you consider drafting reports to be a form of downtime. You are going to burn yourself out if you don't take some actual rest. I thought Sandalphon was, just focused on business. Says the angel is always flying off on some new task or another. Regardless, I have a piece of good news. Once the new tech I'm working on is done, I'll cut your middle management workload in half. That is both very kind of you and wholly unnecessary. I've never once felt my work to be a burden. Which means those perennial dark circles under your eyes must be signs of utter excitement and delight. I suggest you stop worrying over my health and focus more on your own, Regina. I'm taking a closer look, and yes, Sandalphon's eyes are indeed the on symbols, the universal power switch symbols. And now they're X's. You are a non-stop frenzy of auditing, analysis, negotiation, and strategy. You should try cutting your own workload before coming after mine. Oh, you can be sure I'm always working to improve my own efficiency. In fact, the new features I added to my tablet significantly cut down on the time it took to analyze those mimicries. Glinting just like somebody's teeth. Ilia's legacy certainly lives up to its name. I'll bet nobody knew how to get it done like our goddess did. Then we should both take a page from her book and get back to it. I have a progress report to share. And you called me a workaholic. But alright. It's from Ferris's unit, I presume? Hey, it's Rizarda and the others. Rizarda, Raphael, and those two guys. Yes, they're dropping in on Father Mugra. We're already in town, investigating his personal affairs. Although these days, he likes to call himself Lambert. Last time, Ferris said he was going to go through his storage logs at the vault and try to discover who was backing Basilius. Which means this priest must be a step on the path to dragging said backer out into the open. You're just now noticing how off-putting Sandalphon is. She has the same expression. The only thing that changes is the symbol in her eyes. Which now I'm convinced are like LEDs or something. Any words of wisdom you would like me to relay? I'm more interested in sending backup than advice. What are Nevin's people doing at the moment? They remain undercover in the military-ruled state of Razkimia, but we've had no word from them since they first slipped across the border. Well, I suppose no news is good news, although keeping that low of a profile makes it tough to send them as backup. I know it is a bit early for our scheduled check-in, but shall I get in touch with Ramiel and Gabriel regardless? No. Let's have them stay focused on their current mission. We can ask them about reinforcements next time we talk. Besides, I have a few things I need to look into before we speak to Nevin. Or, more specifically, things I need to ask. Now she has literal exclamation points as her eyes. Her eyes are basically like, Zero from Borderlands 2? How he has all those emotes on the front of his face? That's Sandalphon. Things you need to ask me? There are a few points I can't square in the reports I have come back so far. First, there's the fact Ramiel and the others had no idea about the Sealing Stone or the mimicries. It is my understanding that you and the rest of the angels fought in the Empyrean War when the demons were sealed away. So, how is it possible they were unaware of the mimicries made to seal them, or the stone that kept them within the otherworld? Triangles. Second question, who crafted the mimicries in the first place? At first, I assumed the copies were created by the Church from instructions in the Scrolls of Perdition, much like my tablet. But a closer inspection showed that the technology used in those mimicries is markedly different. Which makes me wonder both who made them and how they managed to do it. If you wish to ask me something, Regina, you may simply do so directly. Heart eyes? They don't look like hearts to me. They look like just regular upside-down triangles. What do you know about all of this? I fear I'm unable to answer that question. Just as useful as the Akasha terminals, huh? Unable, is it? So in other words, you're... Regina and Sandalphon, you are both being called to answer for the crime of high treason against the Church. Oh. Okay, all of a sudden we're doing this now. Wait, treason? Is this a joke? Save your questions for Cardinal Grat and the Aspects. They are waiting for you. I take it this is one of those invitations we don't get to say no to. We'll come back to our conversation at a later date, Sandalphon, and I intend to get some answers. Was Regina asking too many questions? Grams! Curia of the Alien Church in Grams. What's the meaning of this nonsense? I demand an explanation. My thoughts exactly. Perhaps you would be so good as to tell me why yet more angels and apostles continue to follow Basilius in rebellion against the Church? The apostles Ferris and Rizarda, as well as the angels Uriel and Raphael, have recently been arrested for the murder of poor Father Mugra. Additionally... Wait. The angels and apostles were arrested for murder. Methinks that the church is playing a game here. Zarda's just going to grab the bars of a jail cell and pull them apart. Additionally, we just received word that a pack of assailants bearing the angel's likeness have launched an unprovoked attack on the state of Raz-Kamia. It seems the apostles Nevin and Pinon were hiding in there, as well as the angels Ramiel and Gabriel. Quite the coincidence, wouldn't you say? And that's all it is. The fact they happen to be there on another mission is not proof they incited the fallen angels to attack. And yet the four of them have vanished. Why sever communication and conceal their whereabouts if they have nothing to hide? These are laughably baseless accusations that no one in their right mind could possibly believe. So says she who is accused of treason, yet it is the sole purview of her holiness to decide truth from fiction, so I would hear Pope Ortega's thoughts on the matter. Regina and Sandalphon, you will surrender yourselves into custody at once. What? By your command, Holiness. Knights, do your sacred duty and execute the will of our esteemed Pope. Ugh. Well, at the very least, you'll have a much lighter workload moving forward. Move along! Ooh. So it's begun, which means their next target will be concealed from the audience. A few days after Regina and Sandalphon's arrest, in a certain alien church. Uh-oh. It's Harl. Wait. This? Well, well. It seems I finally made it back to this side. Now all that's left is to enjoy my revenge on him for banishing me to another world. He'll surely realize I've returned by now, given all his meddling with the chain of causality. I think I missed an event. The Blood That Binds after chapter 23. Also, I need to read Knott's notes about One Starry Dragon Yule. Oh boy. Got some supplementary reading materials. Am I supposed to know about this? Or is this something else that's supposed to be steeped in mystery until they reveal it to me? And while I'd like to wait and see what his next move will be, it'll be so much more entertaining to head there and witness it for myself. Aha! Ha 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 ha. From his backstory. Fascinating. A new day is dawned, returning to the home screen. Come on, Knott. Give me those skip tickets.
If there's any way I can help, just...
Here it is, Gala Dragalia. We have Gala Luca. And Gala Elysium. And Gala Kronos Nyx. Do I have Gala Luca? Let me see. Let's see. I have Summer Luca. He has no nipples. And, oh, there he is. There's the boy. Luca. Knights of Alberia. good, but not required. I see. Anyways, now I have to wonder if I have Chronos Nyx and or Elysium, because I popped in and summoned from time to time. So let's see here. Oh wait, we could just prep. Let me see. So light dragons. I do not even remember what these characters look like. Okay, I got 2 Chronos Nyx. Why not? All right. How about Elysium? Is Elysium somewhere in here? Who's this? That's Mikazukichi. Liger. Gilgamesh. No, I don't think I have. I do not have Elysium, so that's who we'll be pulling for in the next gala. Now, my light dragons, not so much of them. Right, well, we will figure that out another time. For right now, we just learned about the events to transpire. Next time on this stream, how to play, clear quest to add Harl to your roster. How confused was everybody when this happened? Harl just pops out of nowhere and the game is just like, hey, it's your old buddy Harl. Add him to your roster, make him your friend. The plot thickens. And fittingly enough, Rosarda is right there. No, I do not have Harl. I have not done this event. Well, that was a spoiler, Matthew. But I'm pretty sure I can figure that out on my own. It's pretty reasonable. It's like we can recruit Harl. Well, that can't possibly be our Harl. He's about as much our Harl as Audric was Aurelius, so it's fine. But yeah, that is going to do it for this stream. We got to see some wacky stuff. And as we can see, with Rosarda and Raphael over there, we're going to start off the next stream on a really good note. People were able to figure out that was Harl from just a foot. That's amusing. Oh, from the new model. Interesting. It was a picture of the victory screen, so it was a picture of the playable model. I got you. His body was covered, but not his foot. It's a brown shoe. Harl. Almost as recognizable as Lambert. It probably wasn't a spoiler. I hadn't really entertained the thought, but I probably would have picked it up sooner rather than later. So that's all good. The Harl we've seen has been Lambert. Totally. No joke. Probably. Lambert is everywhere. Suddenly things for Harl make a lot more sense. Of course! Alright. I'm gonna be here for another half an hour. If I sit here and yak, and I've got work tomorrow, like I always say. So, thank you, everybody, for coming to the stream. Matthew, AQ, Max Power, Pro, and even you too, all of you spam bots. You give us a little bit of levity in these trying times. But that will do it for this episode. Things are really left off on a cliffhanger with the prince and others. Right now, we're just going to, but for the next time, we're going to check in on Rizarda and Raphael and the rest of the ragtag group. Try Kaleidoscope when I get a chance. Alright, I'll put it on the docket. But for right now, we are headed into the, what is this? Faith Forsaken, Part 1. Until then, game out.